I want to thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution. We talk about everything crypto daily, jumping right into the market. Today in crypto, Bitcoin. We talked about an idea where completely normal to see Bitcoin, which is moving in this rising channel, continue to do so. Perfectly healthy to see a move to the downside near about 20,000, possibly a little bit lower. So you've got this seemingly double top with some bearish divergence. Everything looks like it wants to roll over. So see if the bulls come in and start to buy up this potential dip out of Bitcoin. This is the 4-hour chart. This paints a real clear picture. You see how you have this rejection up here, and this is right about 20, just under 21,000, right? Then you get this breakout. And I'm just yelling at the bulls, like, what are you guys doing? Like, how do you lose this level? And now you're potentially bearishly retesting this. So downside ideas are in play for Bitcoin. At one point, I was looking at some type of parabolic curve. But again, if you get this break to the downside, like it's make or break right now, bulls have to show up right now. Wake up, bulls. Let's go. CME Bitcoin futures. This again can give you some clarity. A lot of times you get different patterns here versus spot charts. And so you see you have this rising channel where the price action's been working. But previously we talked about how the bulls broke out above this level, then lost this level, then broke out again, and now lost again, now bearishly retesting it. So if the bears push this price down to the lower trend line and you get a break to the downside, you could see on a downside break here, a move to the range low 18,800. But the bullish hopium is, I mean, you still have, here's your low, your high, your higher low, your higher high, higher low, still a slightly higher high. So again, right here, and I could potentially go to like the 4-hour chart and see that there is bearish divergence. And so this breaks to the downside, you'd see an exacerbated move to the downside. And this scribble, don't worry about this, just know that this high right here is higher than this high right here, and the price action's printing a high and higher high. So bearish divergence, nothing is for sure until it plays out. So see if these bulls can jump in and buy. On this heat map, you can see Bitfinex whales are sitting down here at 20,500, 20,400, 20,300, 20,200. All their buys are stacked right here. So Bitfinex whales are waiting for this pullback out of Bitcoin. So hopefully they buy it up, holds 20,000, we continue higher. This is the ES1, which paints a picture for us to use to trade Bitcoin. And so the question is, you've got this point here, right? This high here and this high here, which are deviations, right? They're outside the channel. And so at this point right now, you're working on a descending channel, which should at some point break out to the upside. But Thursday is going to tell us a lot. Thursday in the morning, they're going to come out with CPI inflation numbers. And that's really going to tell you is what the Fed has been doing as far as jacking the rates up, which has been hurting the economy on purpose to raise the value of the dollar. Is that working? Is CPI, is inflation coming down? If not a good sign for crypto or stocks. And so really want to see what happens on Thursday. Back, so you've got a rising channel. This is 68% chance it breaks to the downside. Okay. And understand this so here's your low, your high. This is a lower low. So you put in a lower high, then your next low is a lower low. This would not be good for Bitcoin. So this getting rejected foreshadows Bitcoin downside as a possibility. So you need to pay attention to what's happening with, I mean, we had amazing run up. You need to pay attention to what's happening with the stock market this week. There's gonna be a ton of volatility and we have to take advantage. Like we nailed so many short setups in the group, it's ridiculous. Look at this. So this is from today right here. EOS, 13% short, Link, 16% short, Ape, 21% short, Sushi, 36%. Then we nailed Arker for 430%. Banging. I've got some amazing shout outs to give in my trading group. This person, he joined about 2 years ago, $4,700 he started with, and he's turned it into 174,000. He said, "You're a legend." This person started with $1,000 and he turned it into $55,000. This person, he made $5,500 in the last week. Normally it takes him 2 months to make this at his job. And this person 4x'd his portfolio since he resubbed in a month. And so again, over the last week, we've just been banger after banger after banger. We can nail them both ways. You can make money going short and long, and I'll show you how to do that. I'll make sure you're in the best setups. We make a ton of money. If you had so many people rejoining the group, coming back to where the money is made, we're going to continue the discount. So right now it's 60% off if you pay in crypto and an additional $100 off. I'm going to make sure you're in the best setups, period. Go over to my website, cryptorev.net. Join. If you have any questions about joining, send me an email, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com. You're in crypto to make money, you need to be in the group, period. Real quick, touch base on what's going on with CZ and Binance. So CZ comes out and we said, hey, we're liquidating FTT. Basically, we learned from Luna, like, hey, we gave Luna support before and we got our teeth kicked in. We're not trying to help. They don't want to take a big L on this situation. And so Sam Bankman-Fried, who is behind FTX Exchange, went and he basically lobbied a bunch of Democrats and Republicans. CZ feels like he did that behind his back and potentially didn't have CZ and Binance's best interests in mind. And so CZ said, hey, this was shady, and kind of just completely pulled the plug on FTT. And so again, a lot of drama here. We don't know exactly what the truth is. I mean, these guys are both billionaires in crypto. And I was thinking conspiracy theory. These guys are working together to milk this for everything it's worth. However, let's look at the FTT chart, right? FTX Exchange has FTT coin as their exchange coins, and we'll see what's going on with that. Got some setups for you. Want to make sure that you look at these ideas. However, Bitcoin downside, not amazing. So, altcoin market cap total 2. We talked about a potential rising, broadening wedge somewhere in here. And if this breaks to the downside, you're going to see some downside out of the altcoins, which you already have it. Bitcoin as well. Sunday night, Monday morning, we talked about it yesterday. You did get the move to the downside because stocks gapped down. They gapped lower. So they opened lower than they closed previously. So you had immediate pullback by Bitcoin this morning, right? So Link, okay, write this down. Link. If Bitcoin if it can just stay stable, Link can take off this month based on this idea. So we saw band. I posted this in the group previously. We are already up, I think it's about 14% on this setup. And I'm like, hey, wait on Link. Link's got news, right? So staking is rewards are going to go live in December. And this is for Link. And I posted this 3 days ago. We're up after the breakout. We're up about 14%. Now, breakout level right here, about $9.37. You need, if you don't understand how to trade breakouts, you can't. Short coins don't trade these, but you need to see a breakout retest of this level. And I mean, based on this pattern size, you could see a move up here. So Link at $12.50 if this plays out. And again, it's going to take Bitcoin cooperation. If you see a Bitcoin pullback, does it happen later? But the price action is above the 200 simple moving average. If you don't understand things that I'm talking about, this is very easy vocabulary to learn and know in the crypto space. You are not going to make as much money as you could because you're trying to take other people's money. If there are people better than you in this market with more knowledge, knowledge makes you rich in this market. THETA. Okay, so THETA has mainnet launch really happened. The 4.0 upgrade goes into effect. It already happened 5 days ago. But the news is they're preparing for Vechain launch on December the 1st. So write down on your whiteboard, the 1st of December, there's a run-up idea where you can play. People will buy the hype of the Vechain launch on December the 1st. So they'll buy going into that. However, let's look at the THETA chart. You've already had an amazing run up, and it's essentially you've kissed the 200 simple moving average, right? So more than likely, what I'm going to do is really wait on a setup for this as far as posting it in group. I want to see what happens on Thursday. I want to see what happens on Thursday as far as CPI, because the entire market is going to move based on that idea, right? Right now, you've got a rising channel on THETA. So for entry ideas, we'll look at support bounces down in this area. But again, I'll keep you guys updated. CHZ, still a solid setup. We talked about this yesterday. Soccer fan tokens, World Cup's coming, third week of November, inverse head and shoulders. CHZ is strong. It hasn't pulled back like most of the coins. It could, but again, at some point, there's hype behind CHZ. Real quick, back to Sam Bankman-Fried. The guy's a billionaire. He's super young. He says, oh, a competitor, CZ, Binance, is trying to go after us with false rumors. FTX is fine, assets are fine. Because people are trying to withdraw their crypto from FTX. And they said it was slow. They said there was problems with withdrawing stable coins. And so Sam Bankman-Fried said, hey, we've got enough to cover all client holdings. We don't invest client assets, even in treasuries. We're processing all the withdrawals. Everything's fine. And a lot of people are saying, hey, this is the same thing they said about Luna. But again, just so you're aware, whether it's true or not, we'll see. I don't know. Normally, I don't cover this FUD type information, but clearly, if Binance dumped $500 worth of FTT, that had to hurt the price. And so the short idea for FTT is if it breaks below about 22, 25, you've got this huge sell volume here. But really the key is a break to the downside and then a bearish retest. You could see $15 or $12 out of FTT as this drama unfolds. Remember, with things like Luna and August, you have to be aware what's going on, okay? The bottom line is this chart. What I do know is I trade these charts, and I do know that if this breaks to the downside, there is significant downside ideas for FTT. What happens to the exchange is, we'll see. Right. If you guys like the content that I provide on a daily basis, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment in the comment box. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow.